that people who are showing so much funds are actually giving a negative impression, because as students you might not have so much funds, and if you have so much funds, then when you go there you can easily settle down over there. They were more curious about the loan amount, because I think that is considered to be more secure. And if you have a big loan, like if you have a loan that covers your I-20 amount at least, and if you have some personal funds on top of it, I think that will be fine. Although the visa interviewer looked pretty serious and they were just finding their own job, they were done in 5 minutes. When I went there, it was a long queue. They started from big queue outside the main building. We were not allowed to take any electronic devices. My phone was kept on the main door. And then I only took my documents and a lot of documents. People prepare brochures of different kind of category of documents, education history, their financial history and everything. Then we went inside the main building, and over there, everybody was initially asked to their biometrics. Again, we went to the first queue. We only had the biometrics. They just checked our passport just to verify our identity, and they also wanted maybe match our biometrics with the first visa interview, which is the document submission. After that, we went to another queue where people were going to each individual officer. This is very similar to the first meeting where they verify your documents and take your biometrics for the first time. It was a similar setup. There were kind of cabins where people are sitting. They are calling you. You can stand in front of the window and they will ask you questions and you have to answer that. My visa, I was seeing all kind of reactions by people who were already giving the visa interview in front of me. There were people who had a short conversation. There were people who were panicking a lot. I was just kind of taking deep breaths and preparing myself for anything. I went there. There was a white male guy and there were all kind of people over there. US is a diverse country, so I think they all are US citizens. So I went there. He asked me to submit, I think, 3 documents: the I-20 form, the passport, and there was this another form, I guess, visa appointment form and DS-160. So they asked me these documents and they kind of verified that what are my details, what are my education history and all. They definitely asked me around, they asked me which college I'm going, why I'm going there, why I chose that college, which degree I'm doing. Then they asked me about my financial details, how I'm going to sponsor my education. As soon as I kind of started with, I have personal funding and I'm also being supported by a loan, they were more curious about the loan amount, because I think that is considered to be more secure. And if you have a big loan, like if you have a loan that covers your I-20 amount at least, and if you have some personal funds on top of it, I think that will be fine. For me, it was around 1.5x of the I-20 amount, and that is all you need. And after that, I think he was done. He just wanted to see my confidence in my answers, and he verified all the information. So it was accurate, my work ex, my college name and everything. So you just need to be prepared, and they just need to verify that you're actually going for studies. You don't have any alternative purpose over there. They also asked me what is my plan afterwards. I was just honest that I am just going for studies, and after that I might stay for a few years just to repay the loan. That was the simple answer I gave, and that's it. Although the visa interviewer looked pretty serious and they were just finding their own job, they were done in 5 minutes. They asked me pretty basic questions, and that's it. They asked me for my passport at the end, and I think that is a good sign, because they take your passport and then they directly deliver your passport after the stamping. So if they take your passport, that means your visa is successful. So he asked me for the passport. I gave him, and then he was like, okay, you can go. That was a brief interview for 5 to 10 minutes. That's it. For me, honestly, there were no tough questions. He just asked me about the funding part, where I panicked a little. I was not sure what is the amount they are looking for. People have showed funds crazy high, maybe 5x or 3x of their I-20 amount, 2 crores to 1.5 crore. But I got the feedback from my friends that people who are showing so much funds are actually giving a negative impression, because as students you might not have so much funds, and if you have so much funds, then when you go there you can easily settle down over there. So you just have to show funds which are more than your I-20 amount, 1.5x, maybe 2x, not more than that. That is my advice for people.